Yow!
Hear you, man.
I hope you
Don't
can hear
joke
me.
with him. Don't joke.
I can.
Don't fucking joke with him. He's been having troubles today.
Nolan, are you going bald? Because I swear you had hair.
I did about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, looks that way.
Oh, he's on his way.
You can migrate
Food!
down here. And down here.
Yeah, food.
Is Jazz Meat there yet?
He's on his way, man. Jazz deep.
Oh, Jazz
Jazz
Deep.
Oh, we don't sound racist, so that's fine.
No, man, but he's my homeboy. He's bringing me food. I'm fucking excited.
I'm also gonna delete that fucking thing I wrote in general topic so I can never come back and bite me in the ass.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I was like, oh wow, bring it. Why can't I bring color into this?
Yeah, no, that's gone now.
Relax, don't do it. 9 minutes till Jazz Deep gets here with my food. Gonna eat it all.
This is all sound bites for me later.
Fuck no! Hairs in my fucking mouth. Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Here. I deleted my bits too. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I can still see them. It's fine.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm the owner. I can see all beats. They never truly delete off my screen.
He's on his way.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to One Podcast for Nerds. This is episode 31, and we're all going to slightly disappear halfway through this episode to go do things that we can't discuss on here.
That's right. What about the hand feel?
With me as always.
What?
One of us is going to go off and masturbate, apparently. Anyways.
I decided you need a catchphrase since you already started that.
No, it just kind of caught me off guard. I'm sorry. I was all excited. I was getting energy up, and all of a sudden I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't even know where to go from there, actually. That was...
This is One Podcast for Nerds. We're here. We're talking. We're doing stuff.
Yeah. If you're new to the show, this is where the three of us come together and talk about nerdy shit and sometimes not nerdy shit. So it's a crapshoot of what you get today. But yeah, so today we're going to talk. Oh, actually, remember, you can always reach us at onepodcastfornerds@gmail.com. I will reiterate that at the end of the episode because I have a little announcement that is coming up for that, and it resolves around Discord. Yeah, so that only took a while.
Shit. You're not joking with us right now. You're not joshing me.
You know what? Maybe your undivided attention just freaks me out a little. Actually, you're staring so hard into that camera. Right. I feel like my soul.
I'm trying to match eyes with you.
My soul feels like it's being penetrated.
He's awake enough for both of us now.
And while your soul is penetrating me, Nolan's over there enjoying his nice hand feel.
I'm fucking no. What? No. I'm out of here. This got weird. I'm fucking sitting back up now.
Anyways. Yeah. Well, I said that, so it's there on the ether now.
Yeah, great. You and I are think this is fucking great.
Yeah.
What have you been playing today?
So yeah, you can also follow us at One Podcast for Nerds on Instagram, Twitter, and you can find us on Twitch, where I'm actually going to try and stream for like an hour once a week myself. And then if these guys want to stream their shit, they're more than welcome to do that. We all have access to the account, so it doesn't matter. On that note, I beat Metroid Dread today, and I am very... Thank you. Oh. It was a real pain in my fucking ass. So, because every time I thought I won, I had a whole nother fight ready to go, and
a whole other boss,
a whole nother sequence of moves to learn. Because he always does something different, and then you're trying to counteract all that shit.
Is this the bird fella?
Yeah, Revan Beak.
That's his actual name, Revan.
I think so, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really care, but Yeah, he was a real pain in my ass. But you know what, man? Like, out of all games I've played this year, that is hands down. I'm probably gonna go back. I beat it with 48% of the items collected within the game. Because I didn't know this, and I mean I still might be wrong, but like there are some items that you actually, so there's things that you can do on the map, and I guess what it is, it forever changes the map. So like if you have to use like once you get like the super bombs, you basically like when you that's not a spoiler. So when you get super bombs, you use the super bombs and they blow like basically everything in that room, no matter what it really is. And so there's a portion where you have to like get to a missile tank, you have to like run, but the distance is so small, and what it is you're actually not supposed to blow the floor in the next room, which I did. So it was permagon. And so I mean, I'm sure there's probably another way to do it. I'm trying really hard
Just
not to
fuck
look it
it
up.
up.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to look it up. There might be, but I can't fucking find it. So but yeah, no, man, that game's amazing. Like for it to be the last like game in that sequence, it was the ending wasn't really like, I don't know. I feel like some people are like, yeah. I mean, it wasn't anything great. I mean, it was cool, and the sequences that happen in the game are really interesting, and it makes Samus really cool in that game. Like she looks really cool in that game, and like
Oh
how
yeah, with the flies there and everything. How you can like look up at their eyes and stuff.
but just like the move she does, like there's like video clip sequences like during fights, and it just makes her look so badass. Like she's never looked more like a bounty hunter. Though
Right.
I will say though, oh, your food's here. Okay, you go get your food. I will say though that for this isn't a spoiler. I just don't understand it. You beat the game, and then it's like, see you on the next mission, and then the next screen is Metroid Zero mission. So is the next mission the first mission? Like, it was just a really odd and
Like
weird.
implying this was a prequel kind of thing.
No, this is the last game. Like this is the very last one in like this realm of Metroid. So like, you know, you have Metroid, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, and then you have Metroid Dread. Or
Yeah.
you could do Metroid Zero Mission, Samus Returns, Fusion, and then Dread. Or Super Metroid and then Dread, sorry. But then yeah, just reference back to Zero Mission. I was like, what does that mean? Like, why is it referencing back to Zero Mission? So I don't know. It was a weird thing that happened. Do you think he's getting stabbed right now by his like pizza delivery driver?
I don't know. All kinds of things could be happening to him.
I mean, it's
He
like
doesn't know if he's delivering his pizza.
yeah, I don't know who's delivering his pizza. You know
He's
what?
a long time.
I got $5 down that says he probably walked up there. Oh, the delivery driver almost got stabbed because Austin lives in a grungy neighborhood. Dropped his pizza, probably got a little blood on it, and still giving it to Austin, saying, "Oh, it's just tomato sauce. Don't worry about it." I don't know.
The neighborhood he lives in, nothing surprises me like that.
No, he's in a weird part of town. So I'm just curious. Like he just left so fast. He's been taking so long to get pizza. Like he should have already had that plate prepped, a space made on his countertop. He should have put the pizza. He just threw the whole pizza. Whole pizza just went straight onto the bed. That is a greasy mess.
That is.
That's it.
So I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's okay. We were all wondering if you got stabbed.
Oh no, my boy Jazz Deep. Are you kidding me? Bringing me my pizza? Hell yeah! No, he's got my back.
Yeah,
What kind of pizza you got there?
Oh, I'm a basic bitch. One second here.
Wow, insulting to like demographics in like 5 seconds.
Just pepperoni?
Not just pepperoni.
So I said I'm a basic bitch.
Where'd you get it from?
Pepperoni?
Fresh Street.
Fresh Street?
You live right next to bloody Domino's.
Yeah, Domino's sucks. I mean, if you like Domino's, like all for you guys, but like fuck Domino's.
Fresh slices. Fresh slice.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fresh slice.
I heard Fresh Street.
That's what I heard.
I heard Fresh Street hard.
Did I say Fresh Street?
Yeah,
I might have.
Doesn't Fresh Slice taste like cardboard?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Oh, so
Well,
yeah, I was gonna say out of all your options, you didn't go with a safe one. You just went straight for fresh slices, which you have never had before.
Oh, it's a new pizza place. Why not try it?
It's not that new. It's been there since I moved here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fresh Street just moved downtown like a
Fresh
year ago.
Slice.
Whatever. Fucking
Well, has it only been here for a year?
It's been longer than that.
yeah.
It has to have been
No.
longer
It
than
has
that.
to
Look
have
it
been because
Look it up.
pre-COVID, I was
Look it
wandering
up.
the streets and I go to Fresh
I'm not-
Slice, Mountain
I'm not-
Pie,
You're thinking about Pizza King.
and Pizza King. I'd also go to. I went to all three, and Pizza
Yeah,
King was the
Pizza
best
King.
if it was fresh. If it was like 20 minutes old, it was garbage. I don't know.
Slice,
It's like
Fresh
the dog
Slice is a
slides.
Fresh Slice is a chain. I don't even think you're gonna find that information of when it opened.
No, I got you.
Okay,
He's
he's really into finding out when Fresh Slice opened.
Fucking getting
You
bullied
want to
here
see
for
right-
no
Fresh,
fucking
Fresh
reason.
Street, Fresh Street. Sorry, Fresh Street. I think you're just thinking of Fresh Street because you literally work by Fresh Street Market.
Right above it.
I don't mind
He's
Domino's.
zoned in. He's just dialed in. He's not
No.
paying attention
I'm
to
not
us.
even listening to you guys. Fuck you guys.
Oh yeah, eat that big slice of pizza. Oh, did you see that string of cheese? That was large. God, it was like connective tissue out of your pizza there.
Shut up.
Plus with
Go on
pepperoni
with your
pizza,
fucking
anyways.
review.
I don't know. It's a good game. You should buy it. Actually, a demo's available. That was a shocker. So you get a demo for Metroid Dread if you haven't played it and you're thinking about getting
Oh, that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
My assistant manager, Keaton was telling me how he played that fucking demo like for like 3 hours. It's actually like a huge demo. It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah. So it took me 8 hours and 30 minutes to beat that game. And I could have probably done it in 7.5. I spent about an hour fucking around trying to I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and get all the
2019.
So 3 years ago, 2 years ago,
It's
But how
pre-COVID.
long have you been living here?
since 2018.
Yeah, but it wasn't when you first moved here though.
Look, let's just say this: we're both wrong because you said a year.
Mhm.
I said 3 years. So we'll meet in the middle. Go back and eat your nipple pizza.
I will.
Lips, toes, and our souls.
I'm sorry, toes on our souls.
I said lips, nose, and arseholes. That's what the meat's made of.
I heard toe soul.
I don't know. He's frozen. At least for me.
Andrew?
Yeah. Oh, well, at least you
Kind of got a
know.
bit of a discussion. He's kind of got a bit of a discussion. Oh, there he goes. You looked a little disgusted with us. Oh, I wonder why.
At least you know it froze him with like a happy face because usually he's got that resting instead of a lot of people have resting bitch face. He's got that resting. I don't fucking give a fuck about you face. But
Oh, 100%. Favorite thing about Andrew is
that
all the
is my favorite
stories.
thing about Andrew.
I
Is
was
the
gonna
look
say-
on his face, his expressions.
My favorite thing about Andrew is all like whenever he tells us something about what happened at work, it's always like somebody like coming to him to complain, and I'm like, oh god, why did they do that? And he's just like, I don't know. They know I'm an asshole, but like they kept doing it, so I bullied them till they cried.
So,
The best is when Ashley
what-
cries to you and you're like, can't do the job, quit.
what are we talking about? Are we talking about Rihanna? Are we talking about Ashley? Are we talking about who? Are we talking
Oh,
about?
we're just talking about how it happens to you every time. Everybody always goes to, and they always leave crying somehow.
So I said this in the message chat, but I still think it's super funny. I was working with Austin 2.0 at work, and this girl walked in, and she had blonde hair, and it's gonna sound like I'm describing Rihanna, but it's not Rihanna. Anyway, she had blonde hair and like a pink like streak in her hair and stuff. Super skinny, young, probably early 20s or whatever. And I kid you not, she looked like if Hannah Montana did an after school special of what she would look like on meth. Like hands down.
Austin nearly choked.
Yeah, even like I went up to Austin being like, dude, she looked like Miley Cyrus on crack. And Austin's like, yeah, I was thinking that too. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm not the only mean person working here. Sweet cheese. And like, I don't know what really gave it away. She was like really surprised about something. And so she was like so shocked. She's like one of those people that when they're so shocked, like point at it with like surprised shock on their face and their mouth is wide open. Like, and you're just like, what is like, what? Like, am I supposed to throw food in your mouth? I don't understand what you want from me. Like, just get out. So anyways, that was
surprising. We've had a few
Also-
customers come in that are definitely on crack and meth.
oh yeah. But then also like these people come from Toronto and they're like, oh hey, like I'm from Toronto and I'm looking for very nice vintage wine. Okay, well, I have like probably needles in the parking lot, a crack addict behind the garbage can, and you're walking in here looking for high end wine. All right, man, I think you hit the wrong store. So like I don't know what you want.
Next to the dumpster last time we worked.
It's probably Kyle's. Anyways, no one knows who that is, but he's like a local, like, I don't even know what to describe him.
Legend is one way.
I would not call that man a legend. I'd call him a stain on his family's legacy, not a legend.
So does Kyle know that you guys know about him, or like is this like a fake identity here?
I don't
'Cause
think
you're kinda
Kyle
dropping
even
his
knows
name
about
in there.
himself.
Well, I used the name Kyle, so like there's a lot of people out there named Kyle. If your name's like Kyle, I could be talking about you. You'll never really know. But what I can say is that unless you live in the North Shore and Kamloops, it's not you. And if you're a drifter who will like never ever have access to this episode unless you go to a library and you decide to listen to something after you've masturbated in a public library. So it's fine. So not worried about it.
Wow, it's a piece of work.
I'm sorry. This is a nerd show, but
It's all fair, man. It's all
it is
fair.
fair game. Anyways,
You know, when we were watching E3, Andrew.
DC fandom.
No, E3.
Okay. Sorry, I was just making sure we're talking about this.
I'll get to that. Actually, you know what? We'll get DC fandom out of the way. Yeah, so it turns out the website I read where fucking Amber Heard got kicked. I said Amber Heard got kicked off of Aquaman 3. Happened.
Yeah, it was. He found it on a social media website called The Truth, ran by Donald Trump. I don't know what. I guess.
No, it wasn't Donald Trump. It was Mike Pence. All
Oh,
right,
yeah,
fucking
fuck.
little more credit.
It was sponsored by Infowars.
But
So basically, Christian's bingo. Sorry, what did you say, Nolan?
I said it was sponsored by Infowars.
Yeah, fuck.
yeah, that's fun. That's actually really funny. Yeah, no. Actually, oddly enough, me and Keaton were reading just random internet stuff. Apparently she's getting paid $33,000 a class to teach people about
How to fake abuse?
domestic violence.
Oh.
Best,
What the
yeah, like what to do. Yeah, and she's the fucking abuser. They're paying her $33,000.
What is it? A how-to class? Like fuck.
I don't know, man. It pisses me off. But yeah, so E3, remember how we were talking about like, hey, we ended the episode being like, hey, like, what did we enjoy the most when we seen?
Yes.
I said Guardians of the Galaxy, the game. It looked really good, right? And you're like, hey, Avengers suck dick, which therefore means this game will suck dick, right?
I don't know. We'd have to go back and actually see if I said that verbatim, but sure. I don't know what I say half the time.
It's actually fucking amazing. I've been enjoying it so
That's what I
much.
heard.
It's not like it's not a like live service game. It's like a single player campaign, right? And like everybody, like one of the big gripes I heard a lot of people saying is like, well, Star-Lord feels weak. I'm like, well, he's supposed to be weak. He's the weakest member of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's the pussy in the group.
Right? Yeah, literally, he's the weakest. But like the thing that makes combat so engaging and fun is like everybody else is so good, and your role is just to point them out and get them to do stuff, right? And then like kind of like pepper shots in there every once in a while. But it's like super intuitive. I've been really enjoying it. Like I was almost late to the podcast because I was playing it if we didn't have technical difficulties today.
Yeah, whatever. You know what came out yesterday was Mario Super All-Star whatever party stuff. A Super Mario Party game. So
Is that the title?
I can't remember if it's like All-Star or
Whatever it is.
Superstar. Yeah, it's Mario Party All-Star.
Super Mario Party All-Stars stuff game, I
So
think.
whatever. Man, I've been on the fence of getting it so hard. Like but like my worry is that I'm gonna get like like Nintendo's gonna kick me in the balls again, like they did with New Super Mario Party, and where they like released like that was such a huge like kick in the nards.
Yeah,
I feel burned.
then we could all play it.
Well, again, Austin 2.0 bought it, so I'm actually gonna play with him at work next week. We're gonna play some, so I'm gonna see what it's like and see if I like enjoy it. Because man, there are people setting fireworks off like crazy outside my house right now, like ridiculously.
It's the wrong day.
Yeah, Halloween Eve. Let's fucking go. Let fireworks.
Okay, so is it just me or like I don't know about like in the city and stuff like that or up in Sahali or anything, but like man, here on the North Shore, every freaking like fifth store here is like fireworks left, right, and center, like selling fireworks, like plastered everywhere.
It's just
And
on
like-
North Shore. That's where you go for your drugs, your alcohol, and your fireworks.
You hear that, kids? Come see me after the show. But yeah, like
Wait, no, you should not say that.
I don't know. It's weird, man. And yeah, it is the wrong day. But yeah, well, when we're recording this, it's the wrong day. And when you listen to this, it'll still be the wrong day. So it doesn't matter. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I was
just,
driving through the North Shore the other day with my kids, and they're like, fireworks, fireworks. And then like go another blog, say, ooh, give me fireworks there. It's like, you guys have never had fireworks. Why are you so excited about fireworks? But
well, they've clearly had fireworks. So you just don't know about it yet.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Like all the great big fireworks signs, all the lights and all that shit, everything that appeals to my kids. I have to go and burn a house down now.
I got really into it. I almost got in a car accident. I'm like, oh, look, fireworks, fireworks. And I wasn't looking at the road. So
Victoria's like, the road. And Andrew's like, fireworks, drives the car right into the building. Let's fucking go.
Drive through fireworks store now.
Drives through the wall. And the guy's like, dude, what the fuck? And Andrew just rolls down the window. Yeah, you got any Roman candles?
hey, man, I'm Italian. I'm a Roman candle.
But
that was a really bad joke. I did not deserve any laughs for that.
No, it's all right. I like bad jokes.
I got such a good burn.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. What's with people? It's not even fucking Halloween yet. Like Halloween's tomorrow when we're recording this, right?
Yeah.
What's with people coming in and be like, "Yeah, do you have any Christmas music? You have any Christmas music?" And I'm like, it's not even fucking Halloween.
It's not even fucking Remembrance Day.
Like they're like, well, when are you gonna put it up? And I'm like, exactly. I'm like, I don't know, probably September, probably November 14th. And they're like, why? I'm like, Remembrance Day. Like,
I respect you.
Not putting out. Exactly right. I'm like, no, get banned. And then I have to answer this question 4 times, and they look at me like I'm the psychopath.
So I'm gonna say that I'm on Austin's side that all those people need to be burned. But on the other hand, though, is I also think that I think people are just looking for that what do you call it, holiday spirit, because of the way the year's been. And so did you mute yourself so you can drink that pop? He did mute himself, so we didn't have to listen to him drink 2 liters of pop from the bottle.
So, moral of the story is, listeners, better friends because they'll rat you out.
Sorry,
I was trying to be quiet, Fucking, I should have shut off my camera too. You know what? Fuck you.
Get both hands on the thing, it's just fucking going for it.
Bottle, bro. It's
anyways,
full of fucking
you didn't spill on yourself. Also, I actually have a question for you. Didn't the bottom of that box have grease on it? Oh, okay. So you just threw it on your bed like it was nothing, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have done that, but
I would be recording in the living room, but
yeah, you got roommates.
I want to give Melina her space, so.
Her rabbit died today.
Yeah, but we don't need that in the podcast.
Well, if we give a moment of silence for her rabbit, we can do that.
It's not. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. Anyways, I'm not. Too early. About 12 days too early. Anyways, everyone get it? So actually it's 13. Sorry. But oh man, I had something to say. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's okay. Joke pass. I was gonna say it's not like you're having rabbit meat on that pizza. Though, did you throw the rabbit out? They make great stew. Just saying, like, get some. You have Greek friends. They're really good at it.
This is all gonna.
I'm not.
This
I'm
is
not,
all gonna get cut
no,
out, right?
not at all. None of it.
You guys are fucking horrible. You guys are horrible. You guys are fucking bad people.
Does she listen to it?
I mean, I hope not now.
Don't tell her about it. And don't play it out loud. Anyways, I've been listening. You know what? Actually, it's because I've been listening to a different podcast, and I've become more of an asshole because of it. I think I've become more of an asshole because of that podcast. So,
I'm on episode 4 of that, and it's all fucking masturbation jokes and dick jokes.
Yeah, but it's really funny. So
it is. I laugh my fucking ass.
Have I like repressed myself into a 13-year-old boy? Probably, because I think they're all fucking funny. Yeah. So I had a lot I wanted to talk about, but like honestly, it's all like just left my mind. The 2-liter bottle. Oh, I thought you were. Yeah, I thought you're. I thought you were doing. I was just like,
you know what? You're not showing up on the screen, so I figured I'd try to get. I thought if I shut off mine, it might get yours to pop up.
Am I frozen or what?
Oh, it's just a spin. It's just gray for me.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was trying to figure out.
That might be your internet. Oh, did he just full on leave? Hey, well, let's talk. He's probably just gulling down that 2-liter of pop.
Probably doesn't want us to see it.
Yeah, he doesn't want us to witness it. Him sticking a 5-inch bottle down his throat.
I was gonna say he doesn't want to hear any of your jokes about it.
Oh, he heard at least the 5-inch bottle joke, so.
It would have been smart to have a drink there. Oh man, it would have been smart.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things that like. Oh yeah, so did you guys want to like? Oh yeah, so like that whole like Rust movie film and like Alec Baldwin, that was pretty fucked, eh?
That is, I don't know how the hell that happened. So though, it sounded like a bunch of people on the cast or the crew were doing target shooting with the gun beforehand.
Oh, I haven't got that far.
Not just those guns, not just that gun. All
yeah, because they're not supposed to have live ammunition on there, and they found live ammunition
because they're doing target shooting with the fucking guns.
Whatever, man. Moral of the story, kids, is don't film with live ammunition. Also,
yeah, and
better.
it just, I mean, like, also, to all you assholes on the internet that are trying to like say that like Alec Baldwin should go to jail for this, it's not his fucking fault. He didn't wake up and sit there and go, I'm gonna shoot somebody today. He fucking was doing his part, and then the gun shot. Like, I've seen so many comments on the internet saying like he should go to jail.
He's a fucking victim too. Like, that's gotta do nothing but fuck with your mind when you pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah. Like he'll never be the same. He'll never be the same. But you know what? This is something I have to say, not to make like any joke of the situation is horrible and everything like that, but I have to say that like this is something that you would see in like CSI, Law and Order, like the whole way this happened is like such a TV crime show scenario that has happened. I know, me too. I was like, what the hell? Like, you guys are getting punked, right?
Like, solve the fucking case.
Yeah. Wow.
Horatio shows up. With his sunglasses on. He's like, looks like this show was cut, and then it just goes to the Who, you know, like yow.
That is 100% going to be the new opener instead of a beagle. It's going to be more wow. Oh, that's 100%, and then it goes right into our jingle.
As long as I get to do one of Horatio's one-liners at the start of every time.
But that one,
the worst fucking puns.
You can do a good one about the show like at the end, so then I can cut it. Because I'm not going to use. It looks like this show's been cut or a TV show or whatever. Because that just doesn't work. That doesn't work here. Anything crazy that you guys like read about? I don't know, in entertainment and video games. Like, man, I read so much crazy shit. I just can't remember any of it. Which is really fucking crazy. Like, fuck, I had so many things. I was like, oh, hey, there's so much we could talk about, and it's all left my mind.
Like another week,
you have notes
just to be.
I just got really distracted.
Discussion stuff.
Why don't you have notes? Come on, Andrew, you're the showrunner. You should have this shit prepped.
I don't know. Like, I felt like I felt like the 2-liter pop thing was very distracting.
Oh, deflecting, eh? You're deflecting now.
I'm perusing. Oh, hey, Bill Murray is going to be in Ant-Man 3.
Oh, is he?
It's actually see. Can we talk about the fucking title card of Ant-Man
What's the
3
title?
and just the fucking gibberish that's under Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Well, it's supposed to take place. Actually, yeah. Where is it? What part of this is supposed to take place? Will this be?
Look it up.
Why you don't know, or do I actually have to look it up?
No, because you got to see the title card. It is literal fucking
If you-
gibberish. Like it
But I'm
is.
gonna say that if you tell it to me, this makes for a better podcast than me trying to look up something.
It's called
Okay,
Metamorphosis
so
or
he
whatever.
wanted me to look it up because he didn't know what it was called. Okay, so see that's fine.
I want you to look it up so you can see the title card. You gotta see it.
Quantumania.
Yeah, right. Look at the fucking mess that is under there.
Quantumania. What the fuck?
Well, what part of the timeline is this supposed to take place, anyways?
Essentially, it's going to be in the quantum realm. It's going to take place in the quantum realm for most of the movie, and it's going to be about. This is where Kang is really going to start coming into the movies instead of being in like the Loki TV shows and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because Kang the Conqueror is going to end up being the new kind of Thanos style villain, even though I don't think he really can. I mean, Time's pretty cool, but like Kang has never really been like my favorite villain out of there. There's so many better options. But yeah, no, Kang the Conqueror is going to be the main villain, and it's going to be. I imagine it's gonna. The reason it's going to happen is Kang's going to stop the quantum realm from working with time. He's going to go in there and conquer the fuck out of the quantum realm. It's going to be like another one of those movies where it's like, oh no, our hero is lost, and then like 2 years down the line, we're the new Avengers, and we're here to kill you, Kang. Like, da-da.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I'm really like that interested into like what's continually happening with the Marvel's universe as much as like I thought I would be.
More like in giving it a break because after Endgame, just
I'm
You
kind
know
of
what?
burnt out.
what was it? 18, 21 movies, something like that.
Yeah,
Like that's enough. I'm done. I mean,
I
I
think.
want to see the next Spider-Man because that looks great.
Yeah,
But you know what? I'm gonna probably just look at these more as just one-off movies.
I also really want to see Shang-Chi as well. Actually,
I think she was actually
I
Yeah.
want to
good.
see that.
I mean, there's some forgettable parts, and it definitely a lot could get cut out of Shang-Chi to make it a more fluid movie. But I thought it was really good.
I'm
Um,
not excited for Eternals.
It was it
Actually,
just
I
sucked.
was
The
going to say,
reviews are
Charles
bad.
looks really good though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Looks really
I'm
good.
not that excited for Eternals.
It's
It
like,
doesn't get
where
me.
the fuck were you when Thanos was gonna conquer Earth?
They're gonna explain that in the movie. Actually,
Not so. You guys know what the Eternals are essentially.
they're like gods. Well,
Yeah, kind of. That's like a easy way
yeah.
of saying it.
Well, I said like gods.
So
I said they are
the
gods.
Marvel, the Marvel universe. There's something called the Celestials, right? Where there's these giant like robots that are born from planets. It's really weird, but just stick with me. They go around and they give life to planets, right? What they do is they go around and they do experiments on like the native creatures of that world to see how far they can get in like by technology and how successful they can go, and they judge planets judged by the race's successfulness, right? So they came to Earth and they did the same thing where they made humans, deviants, and Eternals. And Eternals were supposed to be the shepherds of humankind to kind of keep the deviants from killing the humans, but also not leave, right? And in the movie, it looks like they're playing it up as like the Eternals. The Celestials said the Eternals weren't allowed to like intervene a lot of stuff, and that's why one of them is like left because he actually cared about the human race and he wants to actually help them through a lot of wars and stuff like that. And there's actually a really interesting kind of little moment where a kid kind of fucked up the entire universe. One kid screwed up the entire universe.
How?
He was talking about Icarus, who's the main character or one of the main characters. He's like, you fly around, you shoot lasers from your eyes, you're like fucking Superman. It's in the movie. It's in the Marvel movie. So Superman is canonically a character in Marvel now. But yeah, so
Go on.
but yeah, so like Eternals actually looks really good. I haven't got the pleasure of seeing it yet, but I've seen some reviews. It seems to be more like there's a lot going for it, but at the end it kind of like drops down. But that's most Marvel movies. I yeah, no, I think it's really good, and like there's some good stuff coming down the line. We just kind of got to hold out for it. We're kind of in like a lull period at the moment.
Did you guys know?
Kind of like a palate cleanser, I guess, for everyone before you kick into the next phase.
Yeah. Random fact. Did you guys know? Did you guys know that 007 GoldenEye was banned in Germany?
Why?
It falls under the German Federal Review Board for media harmful to minors list.
For what?
Wow.
I imagine because it would like portray violence, like guns and violence.
You know, video games are the cause of all the mass shootings in the world, says everybody. So you know.
Well,
Are you talking about the game or the movie?
The game.
Oh, the game.
Yeah. Sorry. I should have clarified. Yes, the game.
That still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because you know them.
I was just.
Never mind.
I was just saying that because it just recently got taken off the list.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a game from like fucking 30 years
Well, now
ago.
people are speculating it's coming to Nintendo Switch Online, like the N64, because it's its 25. If it's its 25th anniversary next year for GoldenEye.
Dude, you think Craig's gonna have a fucking skin?
No.
That'd be pretty cool though.
Also, I'm assuming the only one that's played N64 Online here, and I have to say that it sucks.
Yeah, you showed me what the options were, and not worth it right now.
No, it's not the options.
Banjo Kazooie's not on there, so why would I care?
It's not the options. It's like it's got. I'm waiting to get an N64 controller, which are out of stock. Shitty. Not surprised. And I
suppose like you kind of need the controller in order to play these games properly.
Well, it's not just that though. It's got a really bad latency problem with some games. So like I was playing Mario 64 and I was playing Legend of Zelda, and there's like a small drag in between when you like probably like I'm guessing here, but let's say 6 milliseconds or 10 milliseconds or 20 milliseconds. I don't know, in between like where you hit the button and he like actually does something. And so you can notice it. Like it's really noticeable when you play games like that. Mario Kart's pretty easy. And like win back's pretty easy, and sin and punishment's really easy. And a lot of games on there actually work pretty well, but it's just like the two main games are just not great, and it really, really sucks. And like I've read like a whole bunch of explanations why, because of like the emulator they're using and the code that they're using for the emulation, and it's all these things, and it sucks, man. No, it's not. It's not no excuse. Like they really need to fucking pump that up, especially if GoldenEye comes on there, man. Because if GoldenEye gets on there, you're playing at a disadvantage with the latency. Like it just won't play as well. And I'm playing that online. Also,
you motherfuckers are playing this online.
Oh, yeah. Also, and they should totally add. It'd be so cool. I know they would never do it, but if they added like a 4-player matchmaker on there, I'd lose my freaking shit.
That'd be fucking sweet.
It would be so cool. I mean,
we
whatever.
Spent hours doing that, 4 of us just fucking killing each other like that, hunting each other down.
And another stupid thing with Nintendo N64 Online is that you can't do party multiplayer. So like you can't. So like 2 people can't play Mario Kart 64 with another 2 player in another house on another Switch playing Mario 64. That's fucking dumb. So there's something they need to fix.
I called dibs on Odd Job.
Yeah, that's fine. Only because of the fucking hat and because he's short and a real pain in the ass to shoot. Yeah, exactly. I know. We all like. I call Jaws. Just so I can go over there and step on you. So, and just like flick you off my shoe like a dead bug.
I used to love him as a Bond villain when I was a kid.
Jaws?
Yeah, shame he died in space.
Well, you know his teeth can only protect him from so much.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Only thing that's floating around is his teeth, anyways. The rest of them's probably blown up. Oh, hey, did you guys hear about like the huge solar flare Sorry,
Yeah,
random.
go see the Aurora Borealis tonight.
Oh, just gonna kill us all, right?
Well, it's actually they said that there could be disruptions into radio and internet and power. Sorry.
Fucking, that's bullshit.
So I mean,
I'm gonna send complaints to the Sun's boss.
you should. I think he's on the internals. It's a really bad joke.
That's a dumb joke.
That was a bad joke.
That's a dumb joke.
It's called a shitty callback. But yeah, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, there's some like weird stuff that's been happening and stuff. I don't know. Welcome to this shitty show, and it's derailing of information that we just spew out of our mouths and hope that it sticks.
Oh god.
I know. This is basically where you just come and listen to it's like talk shit.
If our listeners are still with us, then they're the homeboys, and they don't.
That's actually why I was waiting till the end to announce some stuff. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really interesting. Hey, did you guys actually watch the trailer for the Uncharted movie?
No, not yet.
Oh fuck.
Looks
Yeah,
really
I'm
good.
really excited. He totally went off camera so he could drink his fucking pop and I only know that he was slightly unscrewing the cap when he went off camera. For a split second, he was unscrewing it. See, he's muted now. See, look, it's gonna.
I'm not muted at all.
Yeah.
Put the cap back on. And see it on screen.
That was a quick jug.
It slowly pushes it out of you.
That's a 2-second pop bottle, if you know what I mean.
Just 1 second, just like one of these. Just
Yeah. You put that thing back in its zipper. Jesus. I'm even grossed out by that joke, but okay, we'll move on.
So, one thing
They did a shot for shot with the video game.
kind of like a weird. It's like it's a weird kind of like retelling of the universe though, because it's like it's supposed to be where him and I can't remember. I beat every single game. I can't remember his fucking name. His friend's
Saul?
name. Saul. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
I was like, fucking, I beat every game. I own all of the games. I beat all of them multiple times. I couldn't remember his name. But like, he's just meeting him now, right? They're mentioning stuff from the fourth game, the third game, right? Like the fucking hanging out of the plane that happened in the third game, right? So there's like all this different stuff. I'm surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up going to Shangri-La and the Himalayas, and we end up going after fucking El Dorado, which ends up being this weird kind of little fucking gold thing that shoots ghosts at everybody. So it's like it's like a mixture of all the games, which I think is kind of cool because you can kind of really fix some of the stuff from the games that aren't great, even though there's not a lot of them. A lot of the stuff in the games that aren't great, everything's amazing in those games. But
I thought this is where he meets Saul though. So wouldn't it take place before that? Sully.
Yeah, Sully. There you go. So I was like, Saul didn't
Yeah,
sound
sorry.
right.
I was thinking of
that's all
Better
right.
Call Saul in my
I
head.
forgot his name. Yeah, I forgot his name. You know what? 1 second, I'm getting sidetracked here. Better Call Saul. Fucking 4 seasons of that show. No one ever fucking calls Saul once.
I think a stage light called his name.
Oh no, like nobody actually calls Saul.
No one's gonna get that joke. No one's gonna get that joke. It's fine. It's because the actor almost got.
He calls people.
It's because the actor got hit in the head with a stage light. It fell on him, so it's okay.
Yeah, but
If you have to explain it, it's not funny.
Like, no, like there's a lot of. There's a lot of. Sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked there, but there's a lot. Like they're taking stuff from all the games, and I think they're gonna kind of try to do what Marvel did, which is kind of dumb. But they're gonna have like that way they can make multiple movies, but takes different set pieces from each game and kind of like kind of make into whatever they kind of want with it.
They kind of have to, right? Because the first thing that's gonna piss people off is if there isn't any references to the game. Because no matter how nerdy you are. If there's like a like you could be like, oh, this is stupid, and then they like make like one stupid reference to the game, like, oh my god, that was in the game. This
is the best movie ever.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
and like I will say though, I do not like Mark Wahlberg as Sully. I think that's a bad cast.
Too young.
Too Boston.
Still, I think he's also too young. Sully was so much older. It should have been.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I guess that
it should have been the guy who plays Jane Jonah Jameson.
That would have been actually really good casting. That would have been really good casting.
If you hear that, somebody give me a call.
He's also,
I'll be your casting manager.
Tom Holland is also like a way younger than Nathan ever was, so
I know.
it makes sense to kind of like age down Sully as
If
well.
Nathan Fillion did this, like, if he decided like to like do this like 10 years ago, he would have been in like a perfect age range for this.
Oh, he would have been
Yeah, I know.
perfect. I still think he should do it. Did you guys see the internet clip that came out like 2 years
it was
ago?
the one. Well, it was a fan made one that he did. So it was actually fan. It was
Yeah.
fan funded, and then they made us.
It's so
I know.
cool.
But like, I also think Nathan Fillion, like, he's aged now, and I also think he would have been just a little too old to do it. As much as he would have fit the part. Too many wrinkles on that. Too many wrinkles on that face.
The way you said he's aged, it reminded me of like Parks and Recs, where Ron sits down with his ex-wife, and they're sitting there. She's like, "So, like, how have you been?" He just looks at her and goes, "You've aged," and then she just fucking loses it on him. Sorry, Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, unfortunately,
you've aged.
I know. He's a big listener to this podcast, so he doesn't.
If he was, I'd squeal like a little girl.
He listens to anything Canadian made.
It's Canadian. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah,
that's why I said that.
You said that.
That's why I said that. He listens to anything Canadian made. All the great anything in the world are Canadian, so it doesn't matter.
Isn't it in Toronto where they're making the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion?
Edmonton. It's in Edmonton. That's where he was born.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion.
Yeah. No, well, he's like a city treasure over there. So, just like
he's a fucking city treasure.
Just like Ryan Reynolds and Seth Rogen are in Vancouver.
Oh, fuck Seth Rogen.
I love Seth Rogen.
I like him too.
Yeah.
I liked Seth Rogen up until he started he's like any comedian that gets into a controversy deserve to lose their career, and a lot of them really don't. Right, and I think if he's gonna throw his own people under the bus, it's kind of like a dickhead move. So I don't like him very much.
Is that because of what happened with what's his name?
Dave Chappelle?
No, with his friend.
No, not his friend. Not his friend. That was just I was just a random comedian that was getting canceled at the time.
I don't know who. So, no, I think he's a.
Yeah, no, it's fucking.
I don't know, man. Whatever. I mean, people make mistakes, fair enough. But like, if you're living public life in some shape or form, then you are a stage. I mean, not to get into this, but like, even if you look at Canada with like that whole like, Nolan would have heard about this about the French Canadian and like that kid that was like the singer and stuff, and how like the Supreme Court of Canada sided with the comedian because of like free speech and stuff. And did you at all?
No.
Okay, whatever. We'll talk about it after the show. It's not relevant to anybody. It's an interesting. It actually follows what Austin's saying, and then also follows what Seth Rogen means too. It's a weird fine line to walk in the end, is what I think came down on that court. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think we're safe. I don't know. Does anyone else have anything to talk about? Anything, you guys? I mean, we've had huge technical difficulties. I kind of just want to end it now because it's like, I don't know, that solar flare is really fucking with my internet. That's for sure. I've frozen. Like
it's really fucking with your mind.
Yeah. Well, it's my headphones. It's my headphones that's being shitty. So. But yeah,
if you want to, I'm down.
Yeah. So anyone have anything? Anyone else want to bring up? He just wants to go back and play Galaxy's Guardians.
I do. I do really want to go back and play Guardians. My remote's ready to go.
Listener, she doesn't care about you.
One thing I was kind of curious about was John Woo's going to direct a new movie. For the first time in 18 years, he's going to direct a movie. And it's called Silent Night, and there's no dialogue. It's just action. Or whatever you call it.
You hear that, kids? Welcome to the 1920s, where we don't speak, we just watch show.
And it's going to be an artistic take, don't get me wrong, because there's wasn't the artist came out in 2000 14 or something like that, where it's black and white, and there's also no words spoken in an entire movie.
I don't know if those movies don't appeal to me, but this is John Woo, and I love John Woo. His stuff is so
the problem is, it's like half the thing with action is there's going to be like explosions and people shooting at each other, but there's not going to be any sound coming from it.
And dogs with all the
Um,
flames, like in
Well, no,
Mission Impossible.
he said there's no
Yeah.
dialogue. It wasn't. It's not actually like a silent film. They just don't speak.
Yeah, they didn't say anything.
it's just
Just the
well, I
explosion.
don't know, man. Like I said, John Woo is a really amazing person for the time, especially when it comes to directing, and he kind of like changed action. But like, I'm tired of seeing gun fu like what he does, right? You know, he choreographed arguably the worst Mission Impossible movie with Mission Impossible 2,
Dude,
right?
dude,
Like,
dude,
and it's
take
just
that
like
back.
Oh,
That was
that
the
was a good one.
funniest
Mission
That
fucking.
was the
Mission
last
Impossible
Mission
2. Are
Oh
you
my god, it's
fucked?
so hilarious.
Mission-
I love
It's
that
so
movie
good,
so
okay,
man.
it's hilarious. No,
That's the best one. Oh man, the end. Oh, that's the sequence on the bikes at the end and everything. Oh my
yeah,
god, that's
right.
hilarious. as
And like I
balls.
said, might be like a super over the top, where it's kind of
Uh,
like
That's
hardcore
his
Henry,
fault,
where
Art.
it might be
That's
a
actually
That's
that's
what he's
actually
about.
yeah.
that's what Mission Impossible was actually supposed to be like. It was actually it was a lo-
No,
it was
it's
supposed to
not.
be a
It
lot
was.
like, dude. Yeah, it was actually that's what Tom Cruise was literally expecting that movie to be when he went into it, and actually that's why he went along with 2 and all that shit. It was supposed to be the whole series was supposed to be over the top, but then when 1 did really well, and then 2 came out, not a lot of people did 2. So then when they did 3, they went back to like the original formula. Yeah,
Super grounded, and I think 3 is probably one of my
I actually
favorites
hate
out of
3 the
all of them.
most.
I
Oh,
like
I
I
can't watch
hate
that
3
one,
the
man.
most. I don't know. I don't like 3.
No,
it's.
it's two.
I
Two's my
don't really
favorite
like
one.
J.J. Abrams as a. I don't like really like J.J. Abrams as a director very much, but I do think he did a great job with 3.
I think the film, like the
Um,
filmography and stuff, that's I just don't like the story of 3, and I don't know. A 3 just it was too dark, I guess, for me and stuff like that. Like, honestly, after you come off 2 and how like ridiculous it is, and you go into 3, it was just such a
it's a bit
yeah, it's a
jarring.
hard thing to fucking like because you're like laughing at 2. You are literally laughing because like there's a part where there's a car,
90
there's a
degrees.
car and a truck, and then they hit and blow up for no freaking reason. And then there's parts where like I think a bike goes flying and blows up for no reason, but there's like a weird delay when it finally blows up, and you're like, this is ridiculous. And then there's Tom Cruise like dressed in black, wearing like dark sunglasses and shit, and it's just it's like some spy versus spy shit. It's so like they're just trying to like outwit each other, and you're just like, if someone just like pulls a fucking trigger like when they're in the bunker, this would have been over like an hour ago.
But that movie is
but,
so
like,
entertaining.
Watch 2 if you haven't,
John
and just
Woo-
laugh at it. That's what it's supposed to be.
John Woo is a product of his time, right? And wire fu and gun fu and everything like that. I just don't think it's really gonna work in like this modern day of cinema. I don't know. It could be really good, but I think it'll be more like people will go to watch it the same reason why people went to watch Hardcore Henry. Hardcore Henry isn't a bad movie, but it's not a good movie, and it's also it was more of a gimmick than anything.
I don't know. With John Woo, I just expect it's more stylized action rather than like what you're describing, all the usual kung fu kind of stuff. Like it's just more stylized, and that's what brings to it, and that's what I love watching. It takes me back to all the campy, cheesy movies I loved as a kid. It's like you just take it in all in for entertainment value and laugh.
Nostalgia's
enough.
in, man. Like if like I don't know if it's like because like our current generations are having less kids and they're just more of us like early age millennials or late baby boomers and stuff like that, but like everything like old is new again, and things are just so easily recycled in our society. So what
Well,
Well,
sorry,
everything is
No,
just
no,
done to
totally
regret.
appreciate.
So I'm looking forward to something a little different,
yeah,
I guess.
So I will say, Nolan, I agree. If it's not like a retelling of a story previously, I agree. If you would just be nice to really have something original. Oh, he left. So one of the big issues of Hollywood is the fact that they don't really count DVD sales, after theater sales, into it makes a movie successful anymore. If it counts for such a small amount of the money that they need. So like that's the reason why they only ever do remakes and superhero movies, because that's the only movies that people will go out and see them in the theaters, right? So like the reason why it feels like ever watching the same movies over and over and over again, it feels like the age of nostalgia, is because everybody wants to see the new like Falcon movie, everybody wants to see the new Captain America movie, not your names don't sell movie tickets anymore, so you can't be like Christopher Nolan's new movie. It's going to be like Christopher Nolan's new fucking like explosion hit movie, and it's supposed to like keep your attention,
Oh,
right?
26. I really
Whereas
enjoyed Tenet. I watched that in the theater. That
that's
was
what
a
I mean.
good movie. I really enjoyed it. The reviews were so
Very good
mixed on
movie.
it. I couldn't understand why people were so kind of torn.
Audio. There's a lot of like the music's really really good, and it really kind of like sets like this like feeling of time is running out. There's a lot of like dialogue that gets lost because he refused to turn down the background fucking boss kind of thing like that. So I can understand there. And it just seems like there's a lot of things where like needlessly complicated, but I thought it was a fantastic movie still, right? Um just the reason why we're not seeing original stuff anymore is because no one goes to see it.
That's true.
Right? We can always sit here and complain about seeing the next Marvel movie, but we'll all eventually see it. Whereas everybody always wants to see something original, something new, something good, right? Then no one ever gets off their asses to see it. It's Blade Runner. We fought and cried and fucking like whined until they gave us Blade Runner.
Which was directed
right?
by Villeneuve, same as Dune.
One of the best directors. Yeah, one of the best directors, right? And you know what happened?
It's
He showed up.
yeah, but it was 2 hours too long and it sucked, man.
I didn't.
The new
I
Blade
didn't
The new
mind
Runner.
Blade
it.
Runner. I just couldn't get
Oh,
into that.
I mean,
Nolan.
it wasn't like. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't as good as the first one, and it wasn't like.
Nowhere near.
It wasn't like fantastic, but it was. It
Fantastic,
was.
though.
It was.
It's really
It was
good.
entertaining. Like I'd watch it again.
And then like so why one of the things, speaking of Dune, right?
I'm really looking forward
All
to
of the people that I talk to about movies, like all the collectors that come in, you know what they've been telling me about it?
what.
It was slow. I fucking loved every
But
second of
it
it.
has to be. There's so much information that has to be put forward,
Well, see,
especially if you're going to set up for the second part.
that's the thing, though, Nolan. We live in a society. I'm a gamer. I said society. We live in a time and age that fucking it's everything's got to go quick. You got to get the next hero movie. You got to get the next thing out. Got to go, 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 go. Right. Whereas these movies that don't immediately catch your attention, right? You're on your phone. Right, you're on your phone. You're doing something else, right? So if a movie is super super slow and dialogue heavy, but everybody is saying it's fucking amazing, that's a good sign. But you know what? You know what? The studios are probably going to get out of it.
Money.
Oh no, they really like 80s sci-fi movies, so let's remake a bunch of 80s sci-fi movies.
Well,
Oh, just make a good fucking
they're all
movie.
looking for the next Game of Thrones for streaming online with Apple and the Wheel of Time or Amazon's Wheel of Time and Amazon with their Founders, which was written by Isaac. Oh fuck, that guy. The most
Oh,
famous fucking
fuck! I
sci-fi
can't believe you've done this.
fucking books ever. Asimov or
But
whatever. Yeah.
it's just, I think, I really hope the studios get the message behind it all by going like, listen, like if we just put out good movies, something different where people haven't seen in like 60 years, even if they're going to make a remake kind of thing like that. Put out something new, something that most people like. There's people out there have never even heard about the 80s movie, right? And show some fucking like stick your neck out, and sometimes he's not going to get cut, man. Like playing safe is only going to drown you more, Hollywood. That's why more people are going towards other parts of the world to watch their movies, like fucking Squid Game and stuff like that, because they're actually trying new things, trying to be brave about it, you know?
You know, I've watched a
Um,
couple South Korean movies on Netflix, and just they're fucking beautiful. The stories are just different enough that they're new, and they're great movies. I'm starting to watch things with subtitles that I used to only watch with subtitles when I was a kid because there were boobs in them.
That's actually really funny. I've been watching subtitles is because I have a bad habit of watching movies with friends that don't like watching movies.
Why you have to
So
watch the subtitles?
Because they always talk over the movie, so that
Oh.
way I can understand what's
Gotcha.
going on. So I've gotten so used to subtitles. But yeah, no, like sorry about kind of getting a little fucking serious about that, but it's just like I've always had such a passion with movies, and I see that like the answer is so clear, but they're just not getting it. Right? And it's like watching something drown and you have your hand out, but they're just not reaching for it. So just kind of breaks my heart, you know?
I just think times are changing. I think that's what it is, man. Just audiences are changing. What we want to see is changing. You know, like
people's behavior is changing.
yeah, we're like tadpoles in a pond, my man, where we don't really fit that popular target market that, you know, when they make a movie, we're not the
wrong.
ones that they're marketing to, right? It's we're clear. I mean, I don't know about me or Nolan. We're not. We're, you know, in the vast majority of what the audience wants, I guess is what to say, right? Like there's always a hit and miss, but yeah. Sorry, I don't think that stupid thing should pop up anymore. It says people have entered and left the voice chat now. Because that was annoying.
That was annoying.
Anyways, all right. So let's cut her here.
All right.
Remember, you can always email us questions at onepodcastfornerds@gmail.com. You can find that in descriptions below. Remember, you can always support us on the Acast supporting system. Again, that link is followed in the description below of every episode. You go to Main Jams, buy a mug, and if you guys want, this is up to everybody. I am currently working on the Discord messaging thing. I'm still working out some kinks, but I got it for the most part working. Email us at onepodcastfornerds@gmail.com. I will reply with a link to the Discord because it's not public yet. It is like a community Discord that I made, but it's just not public yet. It's not discoverable or anything. So you guys can join. We will do some live podcasting for everyone who wants to join. You guys can. I made a I don't know what you call it, a like stage whatever thing they got going on, so you guys can sit in the audience and listen to us live while we do this, and ask us questions in the meantime and all that stuff. So really a way for you guys to reach out to us, as well as I think what I'll do, I'm going to try and make it work. I can't make promises, but we want to go back on Patreon next year. And that's, I think, where I'm going to make the real Discord live. So I'll put this announcement at the end of every episode. And then up until that point, you guys will be, you know, the first people in will get to stay in. But then moving forward, people are going to have to pay $2 to be in the Discord. So get in now if you want to be in for free, because you guys are the hardcore listeners and you've been with us from the beginning. So it's only fair that we reward you in that way. Yeah, I think that's all I got. And yeah, we'll get a community out of it. Anyone who wants to play like N64 online, you know, I'll play Apex. I also play Back for Blood with anybody that joins. He'll play with anybody. And we'll play with just don't suck at Back for Blood.
Dude, the community for Back for Blood is like 90, like it's like a 100% chance like you'll get one fucking person that has no right to be as far as the game as they do, right? And they're just the worst player I've ever fucking seen. And then like the other random that you get is going to be awesome, but it's always one person that just fucks it all up, runs into every crow, shoots every fucking car. You know, you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, so for the love of God, please join and then tell Austin he's really shitty at this game, but then like just profusely die the entire time and just be like, you're garbage at this game, and then just get mauled by zombies. That'd be hilarious.
Leroy Jenkins.
Be a troll. You remember to give us a follow on Apple Podcasts and on Google. And if you listen to us through Acast, for 100%, please subscribe on there. Tell your friends about us. Really spread the word. I will try really hard to post more on Instagram. and Twitter, and no promises, but I'm going to try really, really hard. And unless something's happening with the show, I'll definitely post. But yeah, I think that's all I got. That's all I got. Cool, guys. All right. Well, until next time, this is One Podcast for Nerds, and I think we're all going to leave.
All right. Cheers,
Fucking
all.
fireworks going like crazy outside. My God.
Relax, don't do it. 9 minutes till Jazz Deep gets here with my food. Gonna eat it all.